Trump has said that he stands by his chief of staff, Susie Wiles, after Vanity Fair claims that she said in an interview that US President had an alcoholic's personality. The two-part Vanity Fair piece, it includes 11 interviews with author Chris Whipple, claims to have conducted over Trump's first year in his second term in office. Now, the interviews were published on Tuesday with close-up portraits of Trump administration officials. The photos feature prominent figures like White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles right at the center, Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt, Vice President J.D. Vance, and Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Vanity Fair claims, and these articles, they claim that the White House Chief of Staff, Wiles, also spoke of internal tensions within Trump 2.0 over issues ranging from immigration enforcement to government downsizing. Susie Wiles, in this interview, reportedly said that Vice President J.D. Vance has been a conspiracy theorist for a decade. She also purportedly took aim at the way Elon Musk dismantled the U.S. Agency for International Development and criticized Attorney General Pam Bondi's handling of the Jeffrey Epstein case. However, Wiles has dismissed the article as a disingenuously framed hit piece, accusing the magazine of trying to paint an overwhelmingly chaotic and negative narrative about Trump's team. Meanwhile, President Trump strongly defended Susie Wiles in an interview to the New York Post. Expressing confidence in her, Trump also suggested that he saw some truth in her comments about himself. The US president said that even though he does not drink, he does have a possessive and addictive type personality. From Secretary of the US Department of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, wading in to Wiles' defense, to the White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt, the explosive article has drawn strong remarks from the entire White House and all of Trump's close circle officials. While Kristi Noem and Susie Wiles, well, she said that Susie Wiles is an excellent leader and her role as the first woman chief of staff in United States history is historic. The White House press secretary said that the most egregious part of the article was the clear bias of omission. Listen to this.
As for the Vanity Fair article, Michael, I'll take your question directly. This is, unfortunately, another example of disingenuous reporting, where you have a reporter who took the chief of staff's words wildly out of context, did not include the context those conversations were had within. And then further, I think the most egregious part of this article was the bias of omission that was clearly present. And we see a lot of this when dealing with the media every day. You will leave out important context, leave out comments and facts. You know, many people in this building spoke with that reporter, and those comments were never included in the story, probably because it didn't push this false narrative of chaos and confusion that the reporter was clearly trying to push. So what I'll say about our chief of staff, as you've seen from not just myself, but also the entire cabinet, and a groundswell of support from people on Capitol Hill who don't even work in this building, about how incredible Susie Wiles has been to President Trump.
Vice President J.D. Vance said that he has never seen Wiles be disloyal to the president of the U.S. And responding to her alleged remarks on him, Vance said he and Wiles had often joked about him being a conspiracy theorist. Listen to this.
Sometimes I am a conspiracy theorist, but I only believe in the conspiracy theories that are true. Yeah. And by the way, Susie and I have joked in private and in public about that for a long time. For example, I believed in the crazy conspiracy theory back in 2020 that it was stupid to mask 3-year-olds at the height of the COVID pandemic, that we should actually let them develop some language skills